Hi, my dear student. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Biswajit Gayan, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry of your college, Dr. Sudhir Chandrasood degree. Sorry, your college name will change. So, Dr. Sudhir Chandrasood Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. So, here today I want to discuss about the water chemistry. Yes, the topic name is water chemistry, but today I want to discuss about the basic thing of the water or the water chemistry. That is mainly its properties, its phenomenon, and its use, its important, etc. So, before going to details about the water chemistry, you know that the hydrogen and oxygen combine to each other and form water molecule, and its composition is H2O, that is two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom, and its molecular weight is 18. So, and you have already known, and from the childhood we are getting the idea or getting the information that 3/4 of our world is full of water, and the rest one part, that is 25%, is the solid. That is there will be lots of things, but most of the material or most of the thing is water, because all the ocean are full of water. So there's a huge amount of the water, and water can stay in the three different form, that is solid, liquid, and vapor. So solid means it is ice, and liquid water, which is normally called water, and another is the vapor, that is the gaseous state. So all are in the form of water, and they are all composition are same. That means H2O. Now, as I told you that we are want to discuss about the water basics, or sorry, basic ideas about the water. So first of thing, that is important of water. Yes, I am taking your class, I am making your or giving a lecture. So in my body, uh, nearly about 70% or more or less, obviously more not less, 75% or water. My if I my body weight is 60, then 42 kg will be water, and rest of the thing will be other thing. So in cell, in if you consider the cell are basically composed of the defined amino acid and other thing and water. So if the water is removed from our body, so my weight will be, if I consider my weight is 60, then my weight will be just that is 30%, that is 18 18 kg. So this is true for all. So now it is a very important parameter for human body, any animal, any tree, and others, any living element. The water is a very important thing. Basic water chemistry. So if we consider the know about the basic water chemistry, so this is nothing, that is those are the measurable properties, because I will discuss the lots of things in your next class about the what are the measurement and what are the properties which is valuable for water or water chemistry. Now the fundamental of water technology. Yes, we have already known, and it is happening in our nature. That is hydrologic cycle or hydrological cycle, because it is the water will be vaporized from the water surface, and it is go upward and mixed with some dust, and again it will become to the earth surface as a rain. So it is an sorry, it is a hydrological cycle, or it is the water cycle. So nature of the water, yes, nature of the water, water is present in nature. So water are present, the defined form I have already told you, that is, if the glacier is here, there the water are in the ice form. If you go to the ocean, they will get in the liquid form, and if you go to the atmosphere, then you will get lots of water in the vapor form, which is called moisture. So now the term which is very important in case of the water and in concern of the pollution and the present world, that is contamination. So contamination is basically means the pollution of the water. So that will be that is the origin of the pollution, another thing, and this is the more a and put this is in present a potential problem, that is the pollution of the water, and it can define a number of the problems in our system, in our environment. Now the importance of water, if we consider again for human body. So body is made of approximately 70% of water. So therefore water is vital to all system, because if you not take water for long time, there will be lots of problem in your body. So if you think about the muscle, then 80% of water. So if you not take water, so you will not powerful. In your brain, or in our brain, 75% are water. So, and in case of the lungs, fussfuss, there is a huge amount of the water, that is 86%. So as there is a lots of water, so if you student take some bidi what cigarette, then you will inhale the smoke, and you know that in the smoke there will be a carbon particle. So as there is a water, so it will be deposited in your lungs, and it causes different type of the problem, like carcinogenic problem like cancer and other things. So be careful, don't take this type of the, that is, don't take bidi or cigarette or this type of the thing, because it will damage your lungs. So clean water is essential for the human body. Now the contamination is taking place due to the different issues and different factors, so that causing or health problem, not only human body, but also all the living element in our nature. So that that lead to the cancer and other lots of diseases. I am not going there, I just write only cancer, because you know that the cancer is not a disease, but it is a uh, there is cancer means some complication or the uh, heavy growth of the cell or any kind of thing. That is, if your disease is spreaded very fast, then we can say it is carcinogenic or cancer. Now, so here we want to discuss about the details of the water molecule. Yes, I have already told you that the water molecule is composed of the two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. So you know that the volume of the oxygen is bigger and the hydrogen is small. So two small atom of hydrogen and one oxygen atom combine each other and form water molecule. So it is referred to as the universal solvent. Yes, because in chemistry the water is called the universal solvent, and it dissolve more substance than any other liquid. So in water lots of things are soluble. Water is an unique, as it is the only natural substance that is found in three states. Obviously, I have already told you that is it is found in liquid, solid, and gaseous form. Water is very rarely in pure state. Maximum cases water are contaminated, that is mixed with some other element, but in natural case it is a very difficult to get a pure water, but in laboratory we can get a distilled waters, and that's our pure water. That is, there will be, if you find the composition there, only you will get the H2O. Water will always contain salt, nutrient, and particulates depending on the local condition. Yes. So when we are taking water, basically we are taking not the H2O, but we will taking lots of mineral, lots of nutrient, etc. So if we take simple pure water, that is distilled water, then a man will face lots of problem due to the deficiency of the nutrients and other that is minerals. So they will face huge problem. So now another thing of the water is the pH. So pH is the very important parameter for the water. pH of water is gives us the idea about the acidic or basic nature or neutral. So if you I hope that you have an idea about the pH scale. So if the pH 7 at 25 degrees centigrade, then the water is a neutral. If above the 7, then it will be basic, and below 7 it will be acidic. But the if it is very close to the 14, then it is a highly or the strong basic, strong alkali or basic, and if it is the very close to the 0 and 1, then it is a strong acid. So if you go through the this table, that is the acid used in the battery is the strong acid, because its value is nearly about 1. If you consider the lemon juice, then it is 2, and in case of the acetic acid or vinegar, then it is 3. So acid rain, again it will be in the range of the 3 to 4. So here 5, 6, 7, these are the normal pH, but the milk pH at very near to the neutral, but this is just acidic. Then baking soda or the sea water is alkaline. Then milk of magnesia, you know all about the milk of magnesia. You sometimes use for your stomach problem, or that is your acidic nature of the stomach, and if you face some indigestion problem, then you use milk of magnesia. So milk of magnesia is basically magnesium hydroxide and other thing. So here it will be basic. Then ammonia is strong, that is 12. So this type of the thing. So for the different chemicals, different pH. So pH stand for the potential of hydrogen, that is the concentration of the hydrogen. So now it will be vary from 0 to 14, and depending on that value one can correlate the nature of the water. So in case of the normal water, the pH should be very close to the 7. If it is not close to the 7, then it will be some problem for the health. Now another thing for the water is the hardness of water, or basically hard water. If you consider the water into two categories, one is the soft water, another is the hard water. Soft water means you may consider it is a normal water. There will be a presence of the minerals and other thing, this type of a thing. But hard water is the presence of some salt, basically the calcium and magnesium salt. in the water, presence of the calcium and magnesium salt in the water. So the water again divided into two categories. One is the soft water, another is the hard water. So hard water, we'll define hard water if the presence of the calcium and magnesium metal and its corresponding anion will be carbonate, bicarbonate, then sulfate, chloride, etc. But other than calcium and magnesium, there will be presence of iron and other metal. But mostly it is the hardness of the water is responsible for calcium salt. So now another thing, so this is the chemical definition. One can physically define the hard water. So if someone apply soap on the water, and if it face some difficulties, if he or she face difficulties to make foam, then we can say that the water is the hard water. Or any water that produce less amount of the foam or lathers after application of the soap, then that water is called hard water. And very common example of the hard water is the sea water, because in the sea calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, calcium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate, this type of the salt are present in huge amount. So that's why sea water are hard water, but normal river water and other pond water is not hard water. So hard water, in hard water there will be some difficulties, but we have to clear that hardness of the water, and there will be lots of way to remove the hardness. I will discuss this thing in the next class, that is that is how one can remove the hardness of the water, because it is very important. And when we use this hard water in chemical industry, then it creates lots of problems. So we need soft water to use in industry and other drinking purpose and other things. So we really want to remove the hardness of the water, and before that we want to detect or check the water is hard or soft by means of chemical reaction. So we'll discuss it in the next class. So another measurable property of the water is the turbidity. You know that the turbidity means there will be lots of material or lots of particulate matter present in the water. If it is highly turbid, then this water is not good. So in that case, to measure the turbidity, we use turbidimeter. So to check its turbidity, we use turbidimeter, and if it is very high, then we are not able to use that water. So and it the turbidity of water can be expressed in terms of it is expressed in terms of the NTU value, that is in unit NTU. Now, so this is the measurable value. Here it is the NTU value. So higher the NTU value, the higher is the intensity of the scattered light. So obviously that water is not good. So turbidity can make water either cloudy or opaque depending on what the make us turbidity. So you are seeing the sample, it is less than 10. You are seeing that is a less turbid. It is 200, so it is very turbid, and 1500, so it is impossible to see the other face of the, there will be no transmission of the light. So measurable property of the water, UV transmittance. Yes, by this we can also measure the quality of the water, that we can also measure the iron present in the water, because this is also very useful parameter, because iron is very much essential thing for water, because in our drinking water if the iron is not present there will be lots of problem, that is anemia and other thing. Yes, we will get some iron from the food, but mainly we get minerals, iron as from water. So measurable property, that is manganese, these are also very important, and this is also important for the trees also. So these are all the thing, and that is our problem is the hardness, iron, presence of the iron and manganese and tannins can all inhibit the UV light. So yes, student, a particular amount of the iron is required in water, but if it is a high, then it create problem and it will be poisonous. So and we use the UV light to penetrate or to kill the bacteria present in the water. So in aquaguard and other things we also use this UV light or IR light to kill the bacteria. So there's lots of chemical present in the water, that is the fundamental of the water technology. I have already discussed this about the thing. So from the image you can see that water vapor coming from the water surface or also from the trees, and then it is make a cloud by condensing condensation with dust particle, then again it come back as the rain and the land, and then again it is come to the water land. So ultimately a cyclic process is maintained. And now you are in the rainy season, so you are seeing the cycle. Nature of the water and environment factor. Yes, there are lots of parameter which produce the problem in our environment. Basically the water, there will be industry and other thing, and precipitation and evaporation, lots of parameter that create a problem in our water system. So student, today up to this, and I hope you enjoy the class, and next class we will discuss about the how to determine the hard water or hardness of the water, and how will you remove the hard water, and what are the problem associated with the if the defined chemical present in the water, and how will we remove it, how will we minimize it, and the use of the water in the different cases, and lots of thing, that is using vapor we can make lots of work with taking the help of water. So we'll all discuss about this thing. So thank you student, thank you so much for your kind attention.